Hey everybody. So people seem to really like this kind of stuff, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Just to kind of show a realistic progression of like what 1 month of eating clean and exercising every day looks like for someone who's overweight. So we'll do this is gonna be for like maybe my before shot, right? So angles are very important, right? Depending on what my angle looks like, I can make myself look really fat versus like moderately fat. But yeah, basically, that's kind of how I look today. This is a 5'9" person with you know a big boned, as people would say. And we're gonna go ahead and get on the scale. And I recommend doing this early in the morning. It makes more sense. You want to be under the same conditions every time you weigh in. So, like, wake up, go to the bathroom before you take a shower, or eat, or anything. So you can kind of have a more consistent thing. So we're 187.6 pounds. So that's what we're weighing in at. Um, but to tell you how much that differs, so I weighed in yesterday after I had worked out and drank a couple bottles of water, like my pre workout and all that cool stuff. And I was thinking about doing the video right after, but I had a pump and I didn't want to look better than I should, right? So, like, this is just me kind of like, on a normal day. And the absolute irony is that I've already dropped 25 pounds over the last like 9 months. I was really fat. Now I'm just like moderately chubby, right? So, we're looking to, I wouldn't even put a goal number, but you shouldn't be losing more than 10 pounds in a month if you're doing it in a healthy manner, especially if you want prolonged results, right? So if you want to be doing something that you can maintain and maybe modify like certain small tweaks to, and you want to end up like 6 months from now, being able to still make progress, right, and not work backwards and not gain the weight back and all those kind of things, then you need to be planning for success. So I think one of the biggest issues that I've seen people take on when they're trying to do something like this is that they just like cut all their calories and they work out really hard. They do the stuff that you can't do long term. Those are not like long term solutions. You can't be like, I didn't work out and I didn't do cardio and I used to eat 3,200 calories a day, and now I'm going to eat 1,600 calories and I'm going to do an hour of cardio and I'm going to work out 5 days a week. No, it's not going to work. Like, it's a bad plan. So instead, we're doing. My roommate's been gone for a little while, so when he gets back, we're gonna do some of the basic workout. Like, I won't go over the compound workouts and like the ancillary workouts that you pair them with to make a three um, exercise workout, basically. All right, it's really easy to do, and if you combine that with like low level cardio, we're talking about like going for a walk for a half hour, right? Things like that. Then you can get like crazy results really quick, and you can get prolonged results. And you might even lose more than 10 pounds a month your first way, depending. It's really hard because it's like how much extra body fat do you really have? You know what I mean? Because it's all calories and calories, that right? Like we talked. So I don't really know how else to explain it other than if you want prolonged success, you can't be dropping 20, 30 pounds in a month. All right. You're not going to be able to maintain whatever you're doing to do that. And then you're also not going to be able to maintain that kind of weight loss. Like, you're going to get to the point where you're gonna be like, well, I lost 30 pounds my first month, and then I couldn't maintain doing that. So my second month, I only lost 2 pounds, and now I feel really bad about it. I'm gonna quit, and then you gain back 15 of those 32 pounds you lost in the third month. So now you're 3 months out, and you're actually only down 17 pounds from what you originally started out as. Now, if instead you did a really like steady kind of workout like what we're going to talk about, even though I'm actually just going to start up into going hard for this month, so I'm going to do like real workouts. I shouldn't even say real workout. I'm going to do like 35 to 40-minute workouts. Maybe like 5 different exercises using 1 or 2 compound exercises in each lift. I'm going to do that 5 days a week, and then I'm going to do 2 days of cardio on top of that. So I'm still doing 5 days of activity because I think it's important just to always be doing something. Now, if you do something like that and you lose 10 pounds in your first month, depending on what you weigh, of course, and how much extra body fat you have and everything. But if you have 40 pounds that you could lose, right? There's no reason you couldn't go 10 pounds, 8 pounds, 7 pounds, 6 pounds, right? Or 4 months. That's not unrealistic. I hate to shake the phone. Sorry, I just like to talk with my hands. That's not an unrealistic goal to have, like depending on how much extra body fat you have, right? So right now at what were we, 187.6, right? I could still afford to lose probably 10 pounds pretty easy, like real easy. Now I'm not saying losing it is real easy, even though I think it is when you do things right. You know what I mean? So we're prepping our meals with the chicken, which I think we made a video about, but I don't know if I posted it. And eating clean, not every single meal, but eating clean 2 out of 3 meals a day, watching our calorie counts, right? Making sure we stay in a calorie deficit. So I'm not trying to build muscle. I'm not trying to get stronger. I'm just trying to be active and healthy. A lot of what I'm doing is in between my exercises, I'm working on flexibility because I think it's really important to be able to do things in real life, right? So a lot of things you do to train as an athlete also work when you're trying to do things in real life. You're trying to pick your kid up over your head. You're trying to, wrestle. Maybe you bring them and you dangle them down between your knees. You know what I mean? For like the swing. Maybe you don't do things with kids at all. Maybe you go outside and you cut your wood, or you have to lift up the back of your tractor because it got stuck in something. All these different kind of things. So what I'm saying is the important thing is you want to be able to move throughout all of I'm just turning right now. We want to be able to kind of lean backwards and forward. We want to be able to move within the realm that reality exists, because so many injuries happen from people doing stuff like this at work, and they're like, "Oh my word, I didn't know I couldn't do this," and they pull something, right? Because that's not a movement that they're used to making. So, I apologize if my body offended you at all, but the purposes of this is so I can do a realistic compilation of what 30 days looks like. We'll be doing 1 week video tracking, because if you do any more than that, you're just never going to see a difference, right? And then you can kind of see what 10 pounds actually looks like. What's 10 pounds of fat lost on somebody with, a 5'9", bulky frame that weighs, almost 190 pounds, and then goes down to slightly under 180 pounds, right? What does the difference look like in 1 month? And we'll be able to show you that. So keep on being active every day, and I hope you guys like the workouts that we're going to be putting out. And like I said, this channel is about helping people who normally would not exercise, would not look to be living healthy because they think it's too hard or too much work, and they don't have the dedication, and they end up trying these all-in Weight Watchers and P90Xs and all of these programs that just absolutely could never last forever. And their actual selling point is that we'll make you lose a ridiculous amount of weight in 30 days. And people are like, instant gratification. I'm a big fan of instant gratification. Nah. Now my plan will lose you like 10 pounds in your first month, 8 pounds in your second month, 7 pounds, and everything. It depends on how much you have to lose. If you're already at 14% body fat, you're not going to lose 10 pounds, 8 pounds, 6 pounds. Without working really, really hard. And you probably shouldn't be losing that much anyway at 14% body fat. You know what I mean? An average looking person is like 16% body fat, 18 maybe. I think, yeah. Because at 11 or 12, you have like a loose six pack, right? So when you skinny in, you have a six pack at that point. So that's pretty lean. And most people are a little bit heavier than that, but not ridiculously. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep rambling on if I don't shut myself off. So we managed to stay under 10 minutes. This is like some sort of record. So check in with you guys later while we work on doing our primary lifts, which will be bench press, deadlift, squat, and overhead press. Have a good one.